American investors suffer from a dangerous psychological blind spot called home country bias. We look at Apple, Amazon, and Tesla, and we convince ourselves that the US stock market is the only place on earth that generates real wealth. Meet Ryan. Ryan is a smart investor, but he is fiercely loyal. He puts 100% of his life savings into the S&P 500. He believes the American economy is an unsinkable ship. He looks at the last 10 years of massive gains, and he feels completely invincible. But Ryan is driving a car while only looking in the rearview mirror. He has forgotten the terrifying history of the financial markets. He has forgotten what happens when the American engine completely stalls. Let's rewind the clock to January 1st, the year 2000. Another investor, just like Ryan, put all his money into the US stock market, expecting to get rich over the next 10 years. But the unsinkable ship hit an iceberg. The dot-com bubble burst. Then, a few years later, the 2008 housing market crashed. By December 31st, 2009, a full 10 years later, that investor's portfolio had returned exactly 0%. In fact, adjusted for inflation, he actually lost money. A complete decade of his financial life was wiped out. Wall Street calls this period the lost decade. While Ryan thinks 100% US stocks is a guaranteed ticket to wealth, the history books prove it can also be a 10-year prison sentence. Now, let's cut to Maya. Maya is also an American, but she refuses to build her financial mansion on a single fault line. She knows that if the US market crashes, she needs a shield. So, alongside her US stocks, she buys a ticker symbol called VXUS, the Vanguard Total International Stock ETF. With one single click, Maya buys over 8,000 of the most powerful companies outside the United States. She instantly owns a piece of Samsung in South Korea, Toyota in Japan, Nestle in Switzerland, and ASML in the Netherlands. Here is the mind-blowing truth. During that exact same lost decade where US investors made zero money for 10 years, international and emerging markets exploded. Maya's global shield didn't just protect her, it made her wealthy while the patriots went broke. You see, the global stock market is not a straight line, it is a massive, heavy pendulum. In the 1980s, international stocks completely crushed the US market. In the 1990s, the pendulum swung back and the US dominated. In the 2000s, the US crashed and international stocks won again. In the 2010s, the US took the lead. They take turns. The pendulum always swings. Right now, the US stock market is trading at record-high, extremely expensive valuations. Meanwhile, international stocks in VXUS are trading at massive discounts. When Ryan buys 100% US stocks today, he is placing a massive blind bet that the pendulum will defy the laws of gravity and never swing back. Maya doesn't care which country wins the race this decade because she owns the entire racetrack. If the US booms, she wins. If Europe surges, she wins. If Asia takes over the future, she wins. She has removed the single greatest risk from her portfolio: geography. Patriotism is great for your country, but it is a terrible strategy for your wealth. Don't trap your life savings behind a single border. Buy the world, protect your future, and subscribe to Dollar Key to master the real game of wealth.